2 people are dead from a reported plane crash in rural Leroy Township Saturday afternoon. Multiple crews from the Boone County Sheriff's Office are seen in the area, and the Sheriff's Office did confirm this to us. The Sheriff's Office says they responded to the area of Capron and Blaine Roads at 3:20 p.m. for reports of a plane crash. Before we go to our top story, we do have some developing news. Former Illinois Speaker of the House Michael Madigan is sentenced to 7.5 years in prison and must pay a $2.5 million fine. Aspiring pharmacists can get a head start into their careers with a new program thanks to a collaboration between 2 universities, easing the financial burden on families while giving students the confidence to succeed. This is the mission of the Islamic Circle of North America Rockford chapter's backpack giveaway today. It feels like the first time Harlem High School's youth choir gets to perform a song with the rock band Foreigner.
Live, this is the WIFR News Update at 10.
A Stillman Valley man faces a first-degree murder charge for shooting and killing his 45-year-old daughter-in-law Friday night in Schaumburg, Illinois. We will get to this story in a moment, but we do have some breaking news. Rockford police say a man was taken to a local hospital with life-threatening gunshot wounds that they sustained in the 1700 block of Montague Road. They say further updates will be posted. This happened just before 10 p.m. Now back to our top story. Schaumburg police say Roland Schmidt of Stillman Valley is accused of murdering Christine Moyer. Both were at a hotel for a wedding, and Schmidt has been arrested. Police responded around 10:15 p.m. Friday to the parking lot on 50 North Martingale Road in Schaumburg. They found Moyer had been shot near the front entrance to the hotel. She died from her injuries at a hospital. Police say Schmidt shot Moyer in the head as she was leaving the wedding because he was upset over divorce paperwork she filed against his son. Schmidt has a detention hearing on Monday. 61-year-old Tyrone Smith of Chicago died in Peoria of possible heat exhaustion earlier this week, according to the Peoria County Coroner's Office. His body temperature was reportedly 110 degrees. Area first responders were called to help Smith, who was sitting unresponsive on a bench and had labored breathing. Authorities say the man was taken to a hospital in grave condition and his initial body temperature hit 110 degrees. Care efforts to improve his condition were unsuccessful, and he died around 4:15 p.m. Wednesday afternoon. The coroner's office later identified the man as Smith. And living in hot places doesn't just make your skin age faster, but your entire body. According to a new study, researchers looked at more than 3,600 people older than 55 years old. They found people who experienced at least 140 days of a heat index greater than 90 degrees aged up to 14 months faster than those who only experienced 10 such days per year. This is about the same as the impact of smoking or heavy alcohol use. Accelerated biological aging increases the risk of cancer, dementia, diabetes, and early death. 8 people were involved in a 3-vehicle crash late this morning on Route 23 in unincorporated Marengo. Local first responders were called before 11 a.m. to the 3800 block of North Route 23 for the multi-vehicle accident. Authorities say 2 people from one car were taken to the hospital with non-life-threatening injuries. 5 people in another vehicle were evaluated but didn't want medical attention. The driver in the 3rd vehicle declined to be evaluated. Wisconsin lawmakers introduced a bill to create a task force to help protect black women and girls from becoming targets for violence. They say black women in the state were 20 times more likely to be murdered than white women in 2020. Lawmakers and advocates hope this new task force will change this. Nicole Herzog reports. The Wisconsin State Assembly passed the bill for the task force last year, but it did not make it to the Senate floor for a vote. The United States and the European Union reached a framework for a trade deal. President Trump made the announcement Sunday in Scotland, where he met with the European Commission president. Trump said the EU is going to agree to buy $750 billion worth of energy from the U.S., and he said the EU is also going to agree to invest an additional $600 billion into the U.S. Sunday's announcement comes ahead of Friday's deadline to reach a trade deal to avoid 30% tariffs on European imports.
And it's something that's very important.
Trump also reaffirmed other U.S. trading partners who fail to secure a deal will face new duties on Friday, with the exception of tariffs on steel and aluminum. And the U.S. reportedly signed an agreement with Qatar outlining the terms of the Boeing jet the nation is giving the Pentagon. According to a copy of a memorandum obtained by CNN, the plane is an unconditional donation and the U.S. will not be paying for it. The plane is expected to be used by President Trump as Air Force One once it is upgraded. The memorandum could be changed ahead of a formal announcement. The brothers behind Olivo Tacos dive into the sub sandwiches business. WIFR's Nathaniel Langley gets a first look at their new deli and market opening in Midtown. The deli will start with a soft opening this week. The brothers plan to keep doors open from 9 a.m. to 9 p.m. They hope for an official opening in late August. Around 950 people packed the parking lot Sunday at Aldersgate United Methodist Church in Rockford for its annual corn boil. The corn comes from Gensler Gardens and is the highlight of the fundraiser the church has hosted for more than half a century. This year's proceeds will go toward church maintenance and to a local charity. One of the attendees said they used to clean the corn at this event when they were younger, and now they are back with their wife and son to celebrate the tradition.
Pretty nice.
Yeah, it looks really nice outside. Better, I guess, than it was last week when we had the Ironman just really hot out.
It was brutal.
Oh my goodness. Kudos to everyone who could participate in that. My goodness.
I couldn't have done it.
Yeah, me neither. Coming up.
Starting to feel a lot more like pool weather.
Yeah, I've got to start pushing myself to get out more. And yeah, maybe.
Hey, maybe we can go golf.
Yes, maybe we can. There's finally time for that.
Oh, yeah. Sam, playing Anthony in fantasy baseball this week. He has Ellie De La Cruz, and Anthony, I'm very upset about how Ellie played today.
I know, it is a close game. I did have both pitchers, and I don't think any of them did too well for me. So, best of luck. See how it turns out.
We'll see how it fares.
All right, Anthony, we got a pivotal Game 5 on Sunday. I'm almost nervous. I feel like I'm about to go play on the ice.
I know, I've been here 4 years and haven't seen him advance past the division semifinals, so hopefully they can advance, but we'll have to see what happens tomorrow in Milwaukee.